Come on now. We all know that he has been treated like the senior citizen he is in a nursing home.
So amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is really on Fokios and Fokuramas? I'm Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. What's going on, folks? Appreciate you guys all being here. Make sure you follow me up here, over there, down there, and right here. I'm also on Twitter as The Real Ty Smith, and I also have another YouTube channel called Man Husband Father. Appreciate you if y'all go and follow me over there. All right, so y'all, this is a no-brainer, you know, for a person that doesn't have one. Yeah, him. No, I gotta throw shots, folks. It's all fun and games. Don't get all upset because that's your guy and you love him to death. Why would you say such a thing like that about him die? Anyway, like I was saying, we all know that this is one of those things that you can see one side getting treated one way and the other side getting treated another way. And in this particular case, we can all see that when it comes to President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump, there is a unmistakable bias in how each one of them is being treated. Now, check this out. For those of you who think that I'm just, oh, you're just a Trump or you're blah, blah, blah. If somebody is doing something wrong, whether it's Trump or whether it's Biden, I think the Justice Department should treat them both equally. But we can see that that's completely not the case here. If Trump had these classified documents illegally, blah, 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 they went in there, they're going after him, okay. President Biden had these things illegally, whatever, blah, 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 go after him the same exact way. It's obvious that there is a differences of treatment between the two. But before I get into any more of that, check this out.
A new Reuters Ipsos poll finds that 53% of Americans think President Biden received special treatment in Special Counsel Robert Hur's investigation into his handling of classified documents. The number includes 29% of Democrats. Hur said that he would not recommend criminal charges against Biden, in part because he doesn't think he could convince a jury to convict, quote, an elderly man with a poor memory. Meanwhile, the White House is now revealing it was Biden's idea to appear before the press conference last week when he quickly got in front of a podium Thursday night to defend his memory after the report was released. Watch.
Was it the president's idea to come up?
It was the president's idea. Yes, he wanted to. It was his idea.
And how forceful was he when he came out and he said
look,
he wanted to do it that time?
I mean, you saw the president out do this, make a statement, take questions from all of you because he wanted to do it.
Did anyone advise him against it?
I'm not going to get into private conversations that the president has.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre also refused to say whether the full transcript from Biden's interview with her will be released. Tiana, this is an important point because there are reports that there were plenty of boxes missing and that the special counsel had a lot more to say. We want to see those documents.
Missing, damaged, opened, right? That was the primary complaint with the Trump documents trial, right? Them saying that the boxes were damaged, and that's also part of the attempt to destroy classified material. Look, this is the worst possible political outcome for Joe Biden because it is giving the mainstream media not just the green light, but the mandate to cover what the rest of us have all seen for years, which is that this is a man that is senile beyond normal aging. Without diagnosing him, this is clearly beyond what, we see in our grandparents when we take away the keys and say, okay, grandpa, it's time you need help. But lost in the senility defense, the idea that Biden is unfit to stand trial because he's literally so mentally incompetent, is the fact that Robert Hur found that Biden did the exact same thing that prosecutors claim and have indicted President Trump for, willfully retaining classified documents, right? Everyone can accidentally take a classified document, right? Keeping it when the authorities have keeping it for years, when you have, look, the ghostwriter deleted his transcripts and his audio recordings with Biden after he was contacted by the special counsel. what was in those. And if they really want to exonerate Biden, if they're saying, oh no, he was sharp as a tack, he totally complied, he didn't willfully retain the documents, they can release the transcripts. It says everything that they will not.
And by the way, Ron Johnson of Wisconsin and Chuck Grassley of Iowa sent a letter to her. They say that Hur missed 9 boxes of documents, potentially marked classified. This is according to the Federalist, who has Ron Johnson and Chuck Grassley quoted saying all of this. President Biden is refusing to take any questions. Yesterday in that press conference, he would not take any questions following his explosive press conference Thursday night. Here's what he had to say during this White House address yesterday. Watch this.
Before we begin, I'm going to make this statement, let it stand on its own. I'm not going to take any questions, but I'll be taking questions tomorrow and the next day. But I don't want anything to get in the way of the statement. I promise I'll come back and answer questions later. Thank you.
Yeah, but in that press conference, he said, do you want to stand on the side of America or do you want to stand on the side of Trump? What?
Yeah, I don't understand how that's the juxtaposition that he's trying to make there. But look, you've seen the polling that's come out since all this happened. 86% of Americans are concerned about Joe Biden's age. Well, you saw 53% of Americans are concerned that he had special treatment. But when you look at how people look at the overall system, 69% of Americans believe the system is rigged to benefit the elite and the elite ruling class. And so this is just one more piece of evidence that support that. Only 4% of Americans say that the political system works for them. It is really designed to benefit certain people. We are in a crisis in this country of trust in our government and the system to work for all of us. And it is absolutely Trump's narrative of saying that there's a two-tier system of justice, that things are not right, that we need to fight back, is one that resonates so deeply because this is exactly why. This is what the American people are seeing, and this is their reaction, and it's not at all surprising.
I don't know if it's necessarily the elites or it's Democrat leadership. It seems like Democrat leadership gets away with everything.
Well, I think, can we go back to those comments by KJP for a second? What you didn't hear her say was, I advise the president not to do this. You can tell by her reaction and by the way that she was answering questions yesterday that they did not want President Biden to go in front of that microphone last Thursday night. That was very damaging because not only was the report from her damaging, but then he goes out and makes even more gaffes, confuses more world leaders. Is it Mexico? Is it Egypt? I don't know who's president of what. That's what we saw last Thursday night, and that's what these polls are showing and what Americans are responding to. Like, I will tell you something, is that in the White House right now, they're doing everything they can to protect this president. And I think they must have gotten to him yesterday to say, do not take questions. And I think that was the apparatus underneath Joe Biden that is trying to save what the American people are seeing. To Tiana's point, you have someone with diminished facility.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how you make the case that you're too feeble to prosecute, but you're just fine to run the free world.
It's the same playbook. To go back a century ago, it's the same playbook that Democrats used to protect Woodrow Wilson, same playbook they used to protect FDR. I mean, there's a reason why Truman had to drop the A-bomb knowing nothing about the implications, because Biden cannot be seen as preparing a successor. That is the only way he keeps his head. Kamala Harris was intentionally probably the worst VP pick since Andrew Johnson, right?
And how did they come up with Kamala Harris, right? Because I asked President Trump when I interviewed him last week, what's the criteria that you're using to come up with your running mate? And by the way, his answer surprised me. He said, there's only one thing. Is that person ready to step in and become president? Because things happen, emergencies happen. That's not, I don't think that's the criteria that Biden and the Democrats used to choose Kamala Harris. They wanted to check boxes, didn't they?
There was a level of self-awareness in Trump's answer, right? Trump is much younger than Biden, but he's still in his 70s. Biden always wanted to choose a weak candidate, someone that they couldn't say, you're going to be a lame duck president and we're just going to put them in for the second term. And also he promised Jim Clyburn a black woman. And unfortunately, there was only one black woman in the Senate, and it's unfortunate that it was Kamala Harris.
Who wanted Kamala Harris was Barack Obama.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, I think Barack Obama also wants Susan Rice up there, but she was leading aide for a long time. Now she's leading the campaign.
And now they're leaking against each other.
They're leaking against each other. Oh, yeah, they're turning on one another now.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, how much more summarizing can I do on that? How much more? It's shown right there. And again, let me reiterate this. For that Jack Smith to come out and say they really can't prosecute Joe Biden because of him being pretty much elderly and having a bad memory, Now, somebody came to me and y'all sent me a video saying, well, look how many times that Donald Trump said he can't recall. He can't recall. Look how many times that Donald Trump's own daughter said they can't recall. They can't recall. First of all, why are you going to what Trump? The focus is not Trump right now. The focus is on Biden and what Biden is capable of doing, not what Trump is capable of doing. And again, there is a difference between remembering and recalling. You go look it up. Go. I'm not even going to give you the satisfaction of me even breaking it down to you. Go look up. There is a difference between remembering something and recalling something. Go check it out. I rest my case. Anyway, what do you guys think that are listening right now? Do you think that there's definitely a bias between how Joe Biden is being treated and how former President Trump is being treated with how the Justice Department is handling the situations from both of them? Whatever the case may be, leave it in the comments below for folks to read and see it. Last thing, go into your cell phones, let somebody know about this channel, encourage them to subscribe to this channel because the Modern Renaissance Man movement is taking place and it's all due to you guys. I appreciate you all for taking your time out to listen to me rant on this, but I want to hear from you guys, all right? I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.